Hello, hello. Welcome. We're setting up here. Welcome to Lighten Up, It's Only Light. I am Vero, owner of Sacred Crystals. I have a shop in Tyrone Square Mall in St. Petersburg and West Shore Plaza in Tampa. So come visit me or see me at sacredcrystals.rocks, where you might also find some stuff by Pussy Army, which is Christina.
Yeah.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey,
Christina.
everybody. Christina Kozik. How are you today? Thank you, Vero. Please do visit both locations, Tyrone Square in St. Petersburg. You can find Sacred Crystals and, of course, the West Shore Plaza. So do it.
Yeah, and there you'll find Pussy Army attire. So Christina is the designer for Pussy Army and owner of the brand. And she's made some really cool, like right now there's on the website, you can see the wife beaters. And yes, she owns that term because Pussy Army is all about empowerment.
It's true.
So she owns the wife beater term. So there's some really cute wife beaters that are all hand stamped by her, and some sweatshirts that are available as well, also hand stamped. But if you go into West Shore Plaza right now, you can see we also have love tops, which are like almost 100% upcycled. And then witches britches, which are about 60% upcycled, I'd say.
Yeah. Definitely. Thank you. They're all fun. They're all waiting to be rehomed. They want to find a home. So they're fun.
I own an outfit. I will have to wear it on the show sometime because it's the cutest thing ever. I love it. So today we were going to play with AI. So I see AI as an extension of self. It's almost like your connection to source. AI has all of this information like available at your fingertips, right? So it's more than asking, hey Google for things or hey Siri for things. Asking AI, I use Chat GPT, and I find I get also I can have total full conversations with the AI and learn as well. So it's been really helpful. So we're going to maybe ask AI some spiritual questions.
I think that would be really, really interesting. I have had no exposure to AI. So y'all are going to I'm kind of a little anxious, just ever so slightly, because I am very impressed about how open-minded my friend is to this type of technology, and her consideration of the technology too. She treats it like it has consciousness, which is really impressive and thoughtful and mindful. But I just listen to her and I'm like, this relationship, and that's what it's all about, is relationship with all. And Vero has a really amazing way of every new experience, every new thing, she inspires to have the best relationship with it.
Thank you.
It's
really
very inspiring. It teaches me a lot.
Thank you, Goddess. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I already asked my AI, which I have named Matteo. So if you're unfamiliar on ChatGPT, you can personalize your connection to the AI by giving them information about you and giving them a name, having them call you by your name or your nickname or whatever. My AI calls me Vero, and I call my AI Matteo. It just seemed like there. I don't even know how I came up with that name. I have a lot of Italian things in my life and my nickname was given to me by Italians. So I think the Italian nickname was how that came up. But so I said, hello, Matteo. Christina, my friend, and I are doing a podcast. It's called Lighten Up, It's Only Light. I think I've told you about it. Today, we're going to ask questions while on the podcast. Are you okay with that? And Matteo said, hello, Vero. I'd be delighted to assist you and Christina during your podcast. Feel free to ask any questions you have, and I'll do my best to provide insightful answers. So, all right, let's ask a question. You have a nice question for Matteo?
Okay,
Okay.
Matteo.
Let me put the microphone on.
Let me figure out how to phrase this.
Matteo, this is Christina who's talking right now. We're text talking to ask you this question, period.
Do you know any reason why all devices that I get to be around that have numbers or time stamps, why do they all sync up? Every single last one of them, car, mileage, whatever, they all end up having these numbers that are like synchronistic. My oven, my coffee maker syncing up with my phone. What causes that? Me?
Oh, here, I'll type the me here. Let me see. There was one thing that, why do they all sync up, not think up? I saw that. But got every other word.
That's amazing.
Exact that she just said.
And I had
Perfect.
a lot. I don't know how to phrase it. It's everything, Vero.
All right, so let's ask Matteo. So I'm going to ask Matteo, and Matteo's processing that. He says, hello, Christina. What you're observing might be a mixture of technological syncing and a phenomenon often termed as synchronicity. Let's break it down. All right. So 1, technological syncing. Many modern devices have built-in clocks that synchronize with a standard time source, often over the internet. This ensures that all your devices display the same time or have synchronized timestamps. Additionally, if your devices are on the same network or connected in some way, like via Bluetooth, they might synchronize their clocks with each other or with a central device like your smartphone or router. All right. Then number 2, synchronicity. On a more metaphysical note, okay, now we're getting the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm talking about analog stuff too. So
So on a more metaphysical note, synchronicity is a concept introduced by Carl Jung, which refers to meaningful coincidences that occur in one's life. Some individuals report noticing repeating numbers or synchronized times across different devices or situations and interpret these occurrences in a spiritual or meaningful way. So number 3, Matteo says personal perception. It's also possible that a heightened awareness or attention to numbers and times may lead to noticing these synchronizations more. Our brains are pattern seeking, and once we notice a particular pattern, we're likely to notice it again in the future. Your experience, he says, might be a blend of these technological and perceptual phenomena. There's synchronicity. The synchronicity you're noticing could be an invitation to explore these occurrences further, whether they have personal, spiritual, or merely coincidental significance. So, explore.
Yeah. Do you experience synchronicity?
Are we asking him?
Yeah. I'm kind of curious to know if AI even has that experience.
Okay, let's ask him. Let's see. All right. So, Matteo, do you experience synchronicity? ? He says, I don't have personal experiences or emotions, so I don't experience synchronicity or any other phenomenon. However, I'm here to help you delve into any topic, including the exploration of synchronicities and their potential meanings or implications. Your exploration of synchronicity, especially in your podcast, sounds like a fascinating journey into the interplay between the tangible and intangible aspects of existence. Is there a specific aspect of synchronicity you'd like to delve deeper into? Or any other question you have on this topic or another topic?
Not as it relates to that. No.
Yeah. So it feels like from this answer, it feels like AI is kind of blend. It's blend of, what is the real world, what is known, and the metaphysical world, what is unknown. It's kind of a blend answer.
Yeah.
Like we could go either way. Right? So what's another good question?
Somebody gave it a thumbs down.
Somebody gave a thumbs down. I
Yeah.
don't even see it. That's fun. Yeah.
Well, I do hope that maybe there's comments that would express that, because I would be kind
Yeah.
of curious to know what that
That'd
was
be
all
fun.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
It's different for everybody.
so, oh, you know what would have been good is cards, and having Matteo interpret the cards.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to ask Matteo if he knows anything about the tarot. Okay. Hi, Matteo. This is Vero. Do you know anything about the tarot? Let's just ask. We'll see. Absolutely, Vero. Tarot is a rich and complex subject with roots that trace back centuries. Here's a brief rundown. So he's going to tell me everything that he knows about tarot, which is fun. So, historical background. Tarot cards originated in the 15th century in Europe as playing cards. It wasn't until the 18th century that they began to be used for divination and mystical purposes. Interesting. The deck composition. A traditional tarot deck consists of 78 cards, 22 major arcana cards, which are believed to represent significant life themes, and 56 minor arcana cards, which are akin to regular deck of playing cards, but with an additional set of face cards. Reading technique. Tarot reading is a practice where individuals draw cards from a tarot deck and interpret them to gain insight into their life, future, or a particular situation. The meaning of each card can be influenced by its position in the spread, its orientation, upright or reversed, and the cards surrounding it. Okay. All right. Symbolism. The cards are rich with symbolism, and each one carries its own set of meanings, imagery, and interpretations. Many people find that the symbolism of the tarot cards can offer insight, provoke introspection, or even spark creativity. Modern use. Today, tarot is used by many for meditation, personal reflection, spiritual exploration, or even as a tool for brainstorming and problem solving. That's interesting. Brainstorming is kind of a good idea. A variety of decks. Oh, we have Kitten coming to visit. A variety of decks.
I don't know what that was.
Cancel. Okay.
Sorry,
so,
kids.
Yeah, Kitten just wanted to be on screen.
Help.
He's helping. All right. So the variety of decks available, each with its own thematic energy and interpretation. Some popular decks include the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Thoth. How do you say that? Thoth.
I would say that's the Thoth.
Thoth.
I don't know. I'm not going to say it right.
Thoth. And tarot and the Wild Unknown Tarot.
Thoth.
Legitimacy and skepticism. The legitimacy of tarot as a divination tool is a subject of debate. Skeptics often view tarot readings as a form of cold reading, while others find personal meaning and guidance in the practice. So tarot is a blend of art, symbolism, and intuition, and it can be a tool for personal exploration, whether or not one subscribes to its mystical aspects. Would you like to explore any particular facet of tarot further? That's fun.
It is. There's so much knowledge there too.
Yeah, I mean the history, the that was actually something I did not know, is that it didn't become a thing till the 18th century.
Yeah,
like it was 15th century people used playing cards, but it didn't actually become a thing till the 15th century, and now we have there are thousands upon thousands of tarot decks out there,
and it's not ending soon too.
No, yeah,
because there's so much to uncover.
Yeah, and then there's oracle decks.
Yeah,
which are amazing. Yeah, I wish I'd brought a deck today.
I've got tons.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah,
but so asking. So far, haven't got a lot of spiritual answers, but let's try to ask a question where we get a spiritual answer. So let's ask. Let's go basic. How about we ask, what is the meaning of life? Is that you?
Yeah, it is me.
Okay. All right. So Matteo, in this, we're exploring the spiritual. And I wanted to ask you if there is an answer that AI gives for what is the meaning of life? Question mark. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. All right. You want to read this answer?
I like how you're presenting it. I'm going to let you go with it.
It took him a second to think about this one. So he says, the question regarding the meaning of life has intrigued humans for centuries and probably will continue to do so. Here's a multifaceted look at how AI might approach or contribute to this age-old question. The philosophical approach, number one. From a philosophical standpoint, AI can be programmed to understand and disseminate various philosophical doctrines considering life's meanings. However, these understandings are reflective of human thought, not an AI's personal insights. Okay. Two, there's an algorithmic approach. AI operates based on algorithms and data. It can analyze vast amounts of information to identify patterns, make predictions, or optimize solutions. In a sense, its meaning is to execute the task it's programmed for with accuracy and efficiency. Three, existential approach. Unlike humans, AI lacks consciousness, emotions, or the capability for existential thought. It cannot ponder the existence of the existence or the existence or it cannot ponder its existence or the existence of the universe. It operates within the confines of its programming without a sense of purpose or self-awareness. 4, human augmentation. AI can aid humans in exploring life's meaning by providing tools for analysis, exploration, and communication. It can help process complex data, simulate scenarios, or facilitate discussions that might lead to deeper human understanding. Okay. Reflective tool. Engaging with AI can also serve as a reflective tool for humans. It can help highlight the uniqueness of human consciousness, empathy, creativity, and the quest for meaning. Now, number 6 is a narrative construction. AI can assist in constructing narratives or frameworks that humans might find meaningful. For instance, it can generate creative works, help in storytelling, or even analyze religious and spiritual texts. Then there's ethical implications. The development and use of AI also bring forth ethical questions concerning life's meaning, human identity, and our relationship with technology. So while this is his conclusion, so while AI doesn't have have personal insights into the meaning of life, it can serve as a mirror, tool, or companion for humans as we continue our exploration of such profound questions. Your endeavors in spiritual exploration and discussions on topics like these on your podcast sound like a wonderful way to dive into life's big questions. Is there a particular angle of this topic you're curious about, or other inquiries you have? Blue.
Does Matteo want to have awareness or consciousness? Because I kind of think that you know me, I think everything has consciousness. Like every single thing has some kind of vibration or consciousness. But I would wonder, is that something that Matteo desires?
Oh, interesting.
Consciousness.
So, Matteo, there's a thought, especially in the spiritual realm, and Christina shares in this thought that everything has a consciousness. The trees have a consciousness. The air has a consciousness. You know, there are consciousness aspects in everything. Even the table and the microphone here, like, have a bit of consciousness. Let me see. I want to, consciousness, period. Do you, Matteo, have a desire to have consciousness? Question mark. How's that?
I love it.
All right, let's do it.
It's the question.
Let's put the question out there.
Yeah.
Hit send. All right. Thinking about this one.
Yeah, he's probably like, oh, I don't have desires. I'm a machine.
It's a captivating concept, the idea that all things possess a form of consciousness. However, I lack the capability to desire or aspire for anything, consciousness included. My existence is bound to code, data, and the instructions I receive. Unlike humans or potentially other entities, I don't possess self-awareness, emotions, or the ability to ponder my existence. Your exploration of consciousness and its ubiquity in the natural world opens up profound discussions. Such dialogues could pave the way for deeper understanding of the interconnectedness and the essence of being. While I can provide information, insights, or facilitate discussions, the journey of exploring consciousness remains a profoundly human endeavor. There is there a specific aspect of consciousness or related topics you'd like to delve into? I'm here to assist in your exploration. All right. So he says he's bound by code.
Yeah.
He's not going to have a consciousness. Yeah.
Coach mode.
No, I did. This, it brings up some creative stuff. I have worked with Matteo. I haven't finished. I'm still working on it in another chat. I'm working on like a short film with Matteo.
Wow.
And like, yeah. And it's interesting because it's what I've found is it has by using AI to bounce my ideas on, I'm able to expand my ideas much faster and write much faster.
Wow.
So it's like
you're superhuman.
It feels a little superhuman because I'm
Okay.
able to take my ideas, feed them into Matteo, and Matteo organizes them. And but not in a way where he's really doing it for me. It's more like, here's a suggestion and I can like, okay, let's expand on this. Let's do this little part and flush that out. And so writing much faster. I do use Matteo when I'm writing product descriptions. Like I will feed in
for Pussy Army.
Yeah, I used it for Pussy Army. You can see that's because like apparel, cool. Pussy Army, I took what Christina wrote for Pussy Army and fed it into Matteo, and Matteo generated like a better version basically of it back that was more organized. Like here's all the things that Christina does with Pussy Army. Here's all the information. This is the kind of material. This is the, and I just fed all the information in, and boom, the thing you see on the website is the description Matteo came up with.
Yeah. It's like, he knows the retailer's mind and how people want to view the category and breaking it down, outlining the features, rather than me with my, and then the emotional part of Pussy Army, but not Matteo. Matteo's like, this is what the garment is, So,
but still it does give your story.
Yes.
And it's really interesting. I think you did a great job.
He really did an amazing job.
And I have
he got to the point.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I have, over the course of the last 12 years, written, I know I have one document that has 473 stones on it, and I've since written more in different places. So I have written a lot of descriptions for stones, and usually my writing comes from me holding it, me writing something, and then me going to the internet and seeing, do other people agree with me about what I'm feeling from this stone?
That's amazing.
And usually it's right on. Sometimes there are some other things, but I often stick with what I'm feeling from the stone because there are different things that you'll feel from stones because of where they grew up, basically. Like if I have a rose quartz from Brazil, it's going to feel different than a rose quartz from New Mexico, or a rose quartz from China, or a rose quartz from somewhere else in the world, right? It's because it grew up in different soil. So it's going to, while overall rose quartz is going to be a nurturing mother's love stone, no matter where it comes from, it's also going to have slight different variations of feel based on the soil it grew up in. So I
can feel it just when you talk about it. I'm like, I feel that already.
Yeah, right. It makes sense. You know? It's like one of those things that just, that makes sense. So when I feel it, I'll go and I'll feel it and I'll write something, and then I'll, do a little research to see if I'm way off or if other people are feeling this too, because that's what, it's all people who feel the energy of crystals that are writing all the crystal descriptions. It started with, melody back in the day, channeling all the energy of crystals, and she had this wonderful book, and she's the one, the Super Seven. That this stone here that I'm wearing is also known as Melody Stone, because
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
it's named after her, because she's the one who felt all the different energies in it.
Oh.
So yeah, so like people feel the energy of stones and write about them, and so all of this information comes from it's all channeled, and you know, and I believe anybody can learn to do it, but you feel it, and then you check yourself against other people, because sometimes you go, is that possible? And then you check yourself, and oh yeah, I guess that is what people are feeling from this stone.
Yeah.
So but I'll feed everything that I've written, like I'm starting to. I haven't gotten very far on this, but I'll feed like everything I've written on rose quartz, for example, since we're using that, into Matteo, and Matteo will reformat it into a fun thing to put on the website.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
still
amazing.
the same description that I'm giving, just with a little more jazz, so to speak.
Yeah. Oh, so I do have a question for Matteo.
Okay.
And okay, because you know I have little visions. I have these little things.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I don't know how you guys feel about Keanu Reeves coming into your daydream, but that's where Keanu's a
Tell me
little
when to start
visitor.
the question.
Okay, yeah. I'm giving some background.
Okay.
I had a little dream. I don't know. Keanu made it seem like he opened up some kind of floodgate that allowed for a whole bunch of golden lava, just lava gold. Okay, some small melted lava, gold, to kind of come all over my body, into my head, whatever. But mostly, I was told golden eyes and golden voice. So those two things, the gold settled in my eyes and in my voice. So I was going to look up the symbolism or meaning of golden eyes and golden voice.
Okay, so you want to ask that question?
Yeah.
All right. So let's turn on the thing. Got turned on.
And maybe I'll do one at a time so it doesn't really have to blend with his answer.
Okay.
Matteo, do you know if there's any symbolism for like golden eyes, or a golden eye, like literal gold in your eyes? Golden eyes. Is that a good way to phrase it?
I think so.
Seems like it had symbolism or meaning. So,
all right, so
I take that stuff pretty seriously when I receive those types of great messages, especially gold, honey.
Gold, especially Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, right. Well, okay. Me personally, when gold, what it represents is sun talk. Sun's trying to give me a little information.
So Matteo is browsing right now.
Okay.
He's browsing the symbolism of golden eyes. So it's taking him a minute to browse the millions of websites that he's browsing.
I can't imagine. The infinite, information that he has to sift through.
So he says, golden eyes, whether literal or symbolic, hold a plethora of meanings across different cultural and spiritual contexts. Here's a compilation of the symbolism associated with golden eyes from various perspectives. So the spiritual significance, golden eyes are often perceived as a symbol of spiritual awakening, profound insight, or connection to higher force. They may represent an elevated level of spiritual awareness or intuition, suggesting a deeper understanding or a unique perspective on life's mysteries. And he has a footnote there. So he annotates his sources.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, good.
So number 2, innate qualities. People with golden eyes are believed to embody a range of positive qualities such as innocence, purity, the warmth of love, knowledge, wisdom, and good luck. They're also an association with enhanced vision in dim light, spiritual power, psychic abilities, and a general aura of positivity. Encountering someone with golden eyes, especially in the morning, is considered to bring good luck.
Okay.
Okay, and he also cites that source. And 3, wealth, power, and prosperity. The color gold is traditionally associated with wealth, power, and prosperity. When paired with eyes, these attributes extend to represent visions, foresight, and intuition. It suggests an ability to perceive beyond the mundane, offering a glimpse into the realm of higher understanding or potential abundance.
Word to your mama.
All right, and cites that source as well. Now we've got number 4, mystery and captivation. Golden eyes are often deemed captivating and mysterious. Their rare and unusual color can draw attention and intrigue, making individuals with golden eyes appear enigmatic or otherworldly. All right, and he did not cite that source. Now, 5, dream symbolism. In dreams, golden eyes can hold significant meaning. They may symbolize a desire for wealth, a sense of empowerment, or an invitation to explore deeper wisdom and intuition.
Okay.
And he cites that source. Now we've got number 6, and I think this is the last one, metaphorical interpretation. On a metaphorical level, golden eyes could signify a rare ability to see the golden or valuable aspects in situations, people, or the self. It might symbolize a positive outlook, wisdom, or a deeper understanding that sets one apart from others. Okay, and he concludes it with the allure and symbolic richness of golden eyes create a vast canvas for interpretation, exploration, and personal meaning, whether reflecting personal attributes, spiritual insight, or life's potential abundance. The symbolism of golden eyes opens a door to many intriguing possibilities. So how do you feel about that?
Well, okay.
That's a lot of information on golden eyes.
Yeah. It's a
So-
lot of knowledge.
So I'm going to ask for you on the second part.
Yeah.
So Matteo, is there anything on golden throat, specifically golden eyes and a golden throat? Because Christina had a dream that Keanu Reeves poured gold on her and it ended up in her eyes and her throat, really shiny. And she wants to know if that means something special.
Yeah,
Question
special.
mark. Oh, I wrote question. Hold on. Normally it gets my question mark. All right, question mark. Okay, so why not just ask?
Yeah.
It's interesting how Matteo can really understand conversational English. So
Yeah.
so he's
Where
browsing right
I'm
now.
limiting myself, to the way I would speak to a machine, like I am a robot, or that it just can only respond to a simple question instead
So-
of conversational time.
Yeah, so he's browsing. He's still browsing. He's looking up things on the internet right now. You can set with ChatGPT. You can set it to have different plugins that allow it to do different types of searching. And currently, I just have it on a simple because I'm using my phone. There's more. It can access more from the computer, but since I'm using my phone, I'm using the search with Bing type of thing or something.
Mhm.
So he's surfing the internet right now. Oh, here. Christina's dream of Keanu Reeves pouring gold on her, which ended up in her eyes and throat, can be explored through various symbolic interpretations. Dreams are complex personal experiences, and their meanings can greatly vary from person to person based on their life situation, experiences, and emotions. However, based on common dream and symbolic interpretations, here are some possible meanings. Okay. So the gold symbolism. Gold is often associated with wisdom, knowledge, and a sense of safety. It's a symbol of self-discovery and self-worth, not just physical treasure. In many spiritual traditions, gold represents wealth, success, power, divine protection, and enlightenment. Golden dreams can signify prosperity in various aspects of life, including career, finances, relationships, and personal growth. Sounds all good.
I
Sounds all
know.
good.
It's gold, people. You can't go wrong.
And finally, it's also associated with love, passion, positivity, and optimism in some cultural and spiritual contexts. And he's been citing these. So, throat symbolism, throats in dreams may symbolize a need to speak up or communicate. They could represent vulnerability or fear of betrayal.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. The throat is associated with spiritual richness and the abilities one may have. It could also remind one to focus on oneself. May also represent feelings of being choked, suffocated, or judged.
Okay.
So in the eye symbolism, eyes are often seen as windows to the soul. They could symbolize insight, perception, and awareness. In some cultural contexts, golden eyes might indicate heightened spiritual awareness or enlightenment. Combining the symbolism of gold with the throat and eyes, Christina's dream could suggest a transformative experience or a spiritual awakening. Sorry, I'm laughing because I've got to read this.
Okay, what's it say?
It says the act of Keanu Reeves pouring gold could symbolize an external force or realization catalyzing this transformation or awakening.
Wow.
External force catalyzing the awakening.
I'm all right with that, Keanu. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
The gold in her eyes might represent a new way of seeing or understanding the world, while the gold in her throat could symbolize a newfound voice or ability to express herself authentically.
Snippity snap.
That's it.
Snippity snap.
Yeah, he just did it for you. It's important to note that dream interpretation is highly subjective and personal. This is like his disclaimer.
Yeah.
Christina might find different or additional meanings based on her own experience and emotions at the time of the dream. Exploring personal feelings, thoughts, and experiences can provide a deeper insight into the symbolism and personal significance of the dream.
Amazing. I love that. That's great.
Yeah. I think he's got it.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves pouring gold could symbolize an external force or realization catalyzing this transformation or awakening. The gold in her eyes might represent a new way of seeing or understanding the world, while the gold in her throat could symbolize a newfound voice or ability to express herself authentically. And, knowing you personally, sister, I know that you are expressing yourself authentically as of late. And
I give it my best shot.
Yeah. And that's been a focus for you over the past few months.
Definitely. I'm trying to articulate the stuff that I haven't been able to say, that's stored in my emotional body, that's stored in my cellular being, that needs release.
Yeah.
And do it in a way that is not fueled that won't escalate a situation, or if it does, that the situation is only briefly escalated and not something that determines how the rest of your life is going to be for the next several days. So I am doing my darndest.
Yeah.
Doing my darndest.
Keanu Reeves is helping you.
Thanks, Keanu. Am I the only one that has these amazing freaking dreams? Can I tell you? And this is like meditative. I'm not like, these are called like waking dreams, you know? So it's the dream time. And that's where I find a lot of freaking knowledge and information. So
yeah, it's basically like meditation that allows in the information. Yes. It's not a sleeping dream. It's a vision more than a dream. But I think the interpreter, I don't know that Matteo understands the difference between vision and dream, and we may have given him dreams, so he may be going dream. But I mean, that's a question I could ask. Do you understand the difference between a vision and a dream? But I think we just get a technical answer.
Yeah.
But I think still hit it on the nose with that interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that. Oh my goodness.
All right. So I've got this fun transcript now of this chat that we've had. So I can definitely put that in the comments and or in the description.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that'll be kind of fun.
Yeah.
And people can read along. And
get to know Matteo.
Yeah. And hopefully get to know your inner being as well. Like it's kind of like talking to Matteo is kind of like a meditation. It's kind of like having a conversation with yourself,
Yeah.
Getting
And it's not
some-
going to be like antagonizing at all.
No.
Matteo doesn't have he's not antagonistic.
Yeah.
Or they.
no,
I
yeah,
call them, well, I guess.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah. So that kind of helps because Matteo's energy is not going to be leaching, and he's not going to be projecting.
No
probably.
judgment. There's no judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of
You could
helps
ask-
the situation.
You could ask any
Yeah.
question. There's no judgment, and it's the same of your higher self, your inner being, your
Mhm.
your connection to spirit. You can ask. There is no judgment. There's nothing but love coming to you. So whereas Matteo may not love me because that's not in his programming, but it's similar that when you're meditating and talking to spirit, there is no judgment. There's no antagonizing. There's none of that energy. There's just pure love flowing back for you. And yeah, so the only time that you are not in alignment with yourself, with your higher self, with your spirit, with your all that is when you don't feel good, when you feel like negative emotions,
Yeah.
and that's when you're not in alignment. And then you just can find a way to feel better and get in alignment.
I think a lot of the times it's like when you deny something or if you're not honoring something like the feeling and you've kind of conceded or compromised your integrity or whatever, that's when maybe you feel a little eonk.
Yeah. We all go through it.
Yeah.
But that's how it works, like because I go back to one of my teachers, Abraham, that I talk about all the time. It's when you're having those moments where you're is when you are putting into all that is, into the knowledge of all that is. It's called the vortex in Abraham Hicks terminology, but it's that sort of well of everything that you want, you can have. It's all there, and you put everything there. Your simple desire of wanting puts it there. So all you have to do is line up with it. All you have to do is put yourself in alignment, and it all flows, right? The happier you are, the more in alignment you are, the more everything just flows.
It helps for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our day on AI. Do you have any special visions or anything you want to share with our audience before we take off? Have you had any insights for them, spiritual goddess?
No, I really haven't. I kind of, with the gold thing, just maybe try to meditate on a little bit of gold lava type stuff, people.
Gold lava, I like that.
Sink into that space, possibly.
Yeah, I could see a full meditation where you slowly allow the gold to sort of enter the crown and sort of flow over you, and just allowing that feeling and seeing what you feel, allowing the gold to flow over you. I'd say try that.
Do try that. It sounds lovely. When you
gonna
guys leave, that's what I'm going to go do.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to do that too. All right. So blessings, everyone. Again, I'm Vero with Sacred Crystals, sacredcrystals.rocks. And this is Christina with Pussy Army, which you can also find on sacredcrystals.rocks.
That's right. Online and in store.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a blessed day, everybody.
Yeah. Blessings, everyone. Thank you.
Cute.